The stove is lit for the first time. Happy Saturday. I had that thing going for a little while. It was like 30 degrees in here. It's getting there. Okay, that's new. Oh, why not, eh? The fan and the electric heater is boots too, acting up. Almost sounds like there's dog food or something in there. I have to pop that cover off. But it's running. Took a bit. Didn't want to draft right away. I made sure all the pipes are clean. I took that pipe right off. I shoved the brush down its butt up from outside and yeah, made sure everything was clean. I definitely got to change that. I got to go straight up. Elbow's a pain in the butt. And there's two right there. Going in the wall and then up. That one's a 45, but I don't have much of a choice with this stove because it comes out on a 45. Unless I bring the stove away and have that closed up and put up here, but yeah. Anyways, I got everything on her wide open. Just first fire, so she's cleaning the glass, doing what it's supposed to. Sending all that heat up the chimney. Probably smoking pretty good outside. They generally do when you first light them. So, yeah, got a little smoke in here too because I left the door a little bit open and well, smoke's gonna go the easiest way out. We'll have a sneak peek, see how smoky it is outside. Sun's shining. It's right around the freezing mark now. It was like 20 degrees Fahrenheit this morning, 12 below freezing. So. Oh yeah, she's a choochin'. Till she actually makes some coals. That's what it's gonna do. There's a slight breeze southwest actually, sorry, coming from that way, E-Waste Mike's direction. So anyways, that's a start. Yeah, that ladder stays there. That's scrapped ladder. It's actually pretty nice out, even though it's cold. There's not much of a breeze. Yeah, that's a ladder somebody threw out for scrap. All those ladders were thrown out for scrap, you know? They get too much paint on them, they don't want them no more, or whoever had them isn't around anymore to use them. But this one here's got a little damage. Just on the one rung. So it's not a resale item. So I'll leave it right there, and if I have to deal with that chimney, it's right there. So yeah, see, it's starting to clear up. You can see my breath also, so a lot of that is just heat vapors. You won't necessarily, the blacker stuff was smoke. So a lot of that'll be heat vapors. You can see how coming off the chimney it's clearing up. You can see my breath too pretty good. So yeah, gonna be looks like a half decent sunny day. So let's see what happens. I got those parts ordered for the heater in the shed. They'll be here sometime this week coming up. Goofy little things. But I don't want that fan running 24/7. So that's what it looks like in here. So not too bad. We'll get that temperature up by afternoon. Like I said, it is a nice bright sunny day. That helps too. And see, that's why I like a lot of windows. Let some of that natural light in. So this is what I'm doing with this homemade axe. Now I got me a handle. Not sure if I want the handle on this side of it or this side of it. This is heavy steel. It's nice tube steel. I put caps on the end of it, so. But no, I'm not going to be hitting it. I'm going to have it, as you can see, if I cut this one piece off here on the top, it'll be just below where you hit. See, it'll be like that. I'm going to drill those holes where those little eyeballs are. See, it looks like a smiley face with eyes, but that's going to be those bolt holes. So it's going to be attached just below the handle. See that? So I can still beat on it. And yes, I cut it straight. Is that better? And I figured out the real problem with this one going through that first motor. That was super soft copper and no varnish on it at all. So it was just gonna push. Those I normally take apart by hand. They're very simple. But it'll be the heavier ones. These guys I don't even bother. There's no sense cutting these in half. These guys, I have this guy. Come here. This guy. Nice long handle. He gets right on there and just slices them, and then I just pull it out from the other side. They come apart very easy. And those are power tools, vacuum cleaner motors, that type. That's what those come out of. Single speed items, you know. Where'd you go? Yeah, I lost you already. But anyways. But, oh, we're kicking heat now. Can maybe dampen you off a bit. There we go. Now we're feeling some heat. You're gonna put some real wood on there. It's just kindling that's on there right now. Looks pretty though, doesn't it? If you're not paying attention to it, it can be your worst enemy. On that note, enjoy your Saturday. Oh, look at that, eh? Clean the glass up real nice. It is going on to 11:30. What do you think? I made a hatchet. Oh my Lord, is that steel ever hard to drill? As you can see, I'm missing some drill bits. And a bunch of these are upside down. See, when I use them, you get the set brand new, they're like this, but when I use them, they're like that because it lets me know that they're used. There's a few outside that are on the workbench snapped. But this is a 100-piece set. I'm not trying to plug the name. That's Canadian Tire brand. It's a nice set, kind of, sort of. It's supposed to be titanium or whatever you call them. Just because they got that paint on them doesn't make them any better than your typical high-speed steel drill. There's my hatchet. What do you think of them apples? Handle for holding, and I can still beat on it. Those are stainless steel bolts. 3 bars on them, so grade 6. They got lock nuts on them. But yeah, that was pretty hard. I cut this piece of black steel, had that bracket on both sides. I cut him off, as you can see. But yeah, here's the finished results. And guess what? It's all scrap. I got buckets of stainless steel bolts, nuts, washers, screws. People threw out. I don't even remember where I got them from. And it's not from taking appliances apart. When I take appliances apart, they generally go in there, the stainless steel bucket. But this bucket outside, yeah. But anyways, what do you think? It's got a smiley face on it still. We'll see how well it works. I might have should have put it on an angle a bit, but only to put it on an angle, I'd have to cut this on an angle. But we're gonna see how it works, and I will sharpen that up yet. I'll get a grinder disc on there. It's very hard steel. It's going to be kind of hard to sharpen that because as you can see the ripples, it's rippled. It's not. That's what makes it extra harder for going in the dirt. Because you can see what part goes in the dirt, what doesn't. That's all it's designed to do. It's a coulter blade. It sits in front of the plow and it's designed to cut the ground for the plow. And then the maul board that I thought it was called, I don't know why I thought it was that. The maul board is the bottom part of the replaceable part on the plow. It's like a blade. Just like your razor, you can change blades on it. Same thing. So, but anyways, yeah, I'll show you what them bolts look like. I'll show you one of my buckets. Hang on a sec. This is where I've been cutting. See the bits that have broken as soon as they grab and snap on you. I was in low speed. Oh, I left one outside. There's the piece I cut off. There's one of my buckets. It's all stainless steel bolts. It's about 25-30 pounds easy. Everything in there is non-magnetic except this guy. I don't know why he's in there. He must have slipped in on me. That's a body clip. You know, for putting fenders on a vehicle. It clips to the steel and then you can screw in and it gives you an instant nut wherever you need it. What's the matter with you? Hey, come here. Come here. Don't just sit there and wag your tail. I think one of the roads are closed somewhere else because our road is busy as poop. Look at them all. It's Saturday. The only thing generally going down our road is people going to the recycling yard. Those aren't people going to the recycling yard. So anyways, so that's how it's looking with these guys. I'm going to start on those shortly. Those are the vacuum motors, whatever. But, yep. And what's in there? See, fridges work good. What's in there is all type of rotor, like ceiling fan motors, and a lot of those are treadmill motors. Oh yeah, they're simple to take apart. There's not much in there, and they slide right out of that. So I've always taken them apart, just don't always show it. This door here has got that stuff what they've been throwing out. So yeah, I got another bin laying around somewhere. I gotta find it. And this bin's empty so far. But instead of crowding that thing up, and like I said earlier in the video, I do have my part on order. But if you're wondering where all these bolts are, come on, sweetie Petey. Yeah, you want in. I got no heat on in here yet. Not today. And it's 40 degrees in here according to that thing. So, what was I going to say or do? Okay. Nuts and bolts. That's just one of the buckets. This is a rolling cart. As you can see, there's a bin. This is everything that people throw out. Inside here is a cabinet. There's a couple more 5-gallon pails in there of nuts and bolts and washers and stuff. See, it's just hoarding stuff, you know. One day I'm going to need that bolt. Well, it turned out I did one day. And it took me 6 pails to find it, but I found it. And of course you got these little guys, right? This was my adopted father's stuff. Mouse chewed through that when it was living in there. See? Not that I care. Once they make a hole, they're not going to get any worse. And there's one here. I have about 3 or 4 more of these kicking around. Oh, that's what I was looking for earlier, as a punch. They work good. If you need a quick punch in a pinch, cement nails. You need to make that for drilling. See, there's them fender bolts. That's what I was telling you about. That's what was in that bucket. See? Yeah, I took some fenders off of a vehicle before and hung on to the bolts. I didn't need to, because the bolts that came off of mine, I hung on to. So actually, that clip, yeah, I know I'm babbling. That clip belongs in there. There we go. See, it's the same clip. So anyways, that was that. Hatchet made. Mavis is happy. We're going in, right? Feed the stove first, then go in? Okay.